Ladies, let me tell you something. Men are simple creatures. We don't do a whole lot of things for no reason. When a man is crazy about you, you'll know. Not because he tells you, but because of how he greets you. See, a man's greeting says everything. If a man is just lukewarm about you, you might get a casual, hey, what's up? Maybe even a dry nod or a quick text saying, yo. But when a man is truly, deeply head over heels crazy about you, oh, you'll feel it. You won't have to guess. You won't have to overanalyze his text or wonder where you stand. His greeting will tell you everything you need to know. Ladies, let's talk about that first moment a man lays eyes on you. I don't care if he's the smoothest brother on the block, if he's got that confident swagger, or if he's the shy, quiet type. If a man is truly feeling you, his face will light up like a little kid on Christmas morning. It's instinct. It's not forced. It's not fake. It's pure natural excitement. You ever see a man who just hit a jackpot in Vegas? Or better yet, a man who just found out his team won the championship after a 20-year losing streak? That's his face when he sees you. He can't help it. His whole body reacts before his brain even catches up. Now, ladies, let's be honest. There's a difference between a polite smile and that smile. You know the one I'm talking about. That big, genuine, ear-to-ear grin that comes out before he can even think about it. It's that automatic, can't hide it kind of joy. That's when you know. And let's go a step further. It's not just about the smile, it's about the energy. When a man is crazy about you, his whole vibe changes when you walk into the room. His shoulders relax, his posture opens up, and suddenly, he's not just standing there, he's engaged. He might sit up straight or lean in towards you, or even rub his hands together like he's about to open a surprise gift. And let's talk about the eyes for a second. Because ladies, a man's eyes will tell you the truth before his mouth ever does. When he's crazy about you, his eyes don't just look at you, they lock onto you. He's not scanning the room, looking at his phone, or getting distracted. No, you become his focus. His world could be on fire, and he wouldn't even notice, because you just walked in. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what if he's just a friendly guy? What if he smiles at everybody? Listen, there's a difference between being friendly and being lit up from the inside just because of you. Pay attention to how he greets other people, and then compare it to how he greets you. If you're getting the VIP treatment, if his energy is different, if his excitement is next level, girl, that man is gone for you. And here's something else. A man who's crazy about you doesn't greet you with just words. He greets you with presence. Some men say, hey, but their body is turned halfway like they're ready to leave. Some give you a nod while scrolling their phone. But a man who's crazy about you, when he greets you, he's all in. His body is facing you. His chest is open. He's there fully, not halfway, not distracted, but completely present in that moment. And ladies, this isn't about how long you've known him. It could be a man you've been dating for a year or a guy who's just starting to pursue you. The greeting never lies. If a man is into you, his enthusiasm doesn't fade. Even if you've been together for years, a man who is truly crazy about you will still greet you like you're the best thing that happened to his day. And let's not forget the sound of his voice. Oh, ladies, listen closely. A man's voice will give him away. If he greets you with that low energy, monotone hey, he's not excited, but as his voice lifts, if there's a little extra excitement, a little extra smoothness, a little extra joy, you've got his attention in a way no one else does. And let me tell you, when a man is really into you, sometimes he'll even stumble over his words. Oh yes, even the smoothest men get caught up when they see a woman they adore. You ever had a man greet you and suddenly he's fumbling, laughing at himself, or acting a little goofy? That's because you've got him off balance, and that's a good thing. Now, ladies, I need you to understand something important. Some men won't greet you like this because they're trying to play it cool. Some will hold back on purpose. But let me tell you something. A man who is genuinely crazy about you, who sees you as a priority, as a blessing, as someone he deeply values, will not be able to hide it forever. His greeting at some point will betray his true feelings. And listen, I don't care how tough he is, how reserved he is, or how much of a macho act he puts on in front of his friends. If he's crazy about you, you'll see that moment where his guard slips. It might be subtle. It might be the way he exhales before saying, "Hey, beautiful." It might be the way his voice softens when he says your name. But it will be there. So ladies, stop overcomplicating things. You don't need to analyze text messages. You don't need to run to your girls asking, "Do you think he likes me?" You don't need to drive yourself crazy over mixed signals. Just watch how he greets you. Because when a man is truly crazy about you, that moment, that very first second he lays eyes on you, will tell you everything you need to know. When a man is crazy about you, you won't have to wonder. You won't have to read between the lines, analyze his text, or decode his actions. The way he greets you will tell you everything you need to know. See, a man who's really into you doesn't just say, "Hey." He doesn't just hit you with a dry, generic, "What's up?" Oh no, when a man is crazy about you, he gives you a name, a special name, one that's just for you. Let me tell you why this matters. When a man takes the time to give you a name that only he calls you, that means he sees you differently from everyone else. It means you hold a special place in his life. Now, ladies, I'm not talking about those lazy, overused names that every guy throws around. Babe, shorty, boo. No. A man who's truly feeling you will give you something personal. Maybe it's something based on an inside joke you two share. Maybe it's a playful twist on your name that only he uses. Maybe it's Queen because he sees you as the royalty you are. Or maybe it's something completely unexpected, something that makes you pause and smile every time he says it. Let's be real. Any man can say, "Hey, beautiful." But when a man personalizes it, when he says, "Hey, my sunshine," or "What's up, superstar," or "How's my favorite troublemaker today?" that's when you know. Because that's not just a greeting, that's affection. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what if he calls every woman baby or sweetheart? Listen, there's a difference between a man who throws out sweet words like candy and a man who has one special name just for you. If he's calling every woman babe, that's just a habit. But if he's calling you something unique, something meaningful, that's intention. And let's talk about how he says it. Because ladies, a man's tone will tell you everything. If he says it like it's just words, like he's just going through the motions, that's not it. But when a man puts something extra into it, when there's warmth in his voice, when there's a little bit of pride behind it, when you can hear that little smile in his tone, that's when you know it's real. You ever have a man call you something and it just melts you? Like the way he says it makes you feel like the most special woman in the world. That's not an accident. That's a man who means it. And let me tell you something. When a man is crazy about you, sometimes he'll even get shy about it. Oh yes, even the boldest men, the ones who act tough around their boys, will slip up and show their soft side when it comes to you. Maybe he's never been the type to use pet names, but with you, he can't help it. One day it just slips out, "Hey baby girl," or "What's up, love?" And you see that moment where he realizes he's exposed himself. But here's the thing, a man who's really into you won't stop using it. At first he might play it cool. He might act like he didn't mean to say it. But over time, that name will stick. It'll become second nature to him because when he sees you, that's how he feels. And let's go even deeper because the real test is not just in the sweet, flirty names. It's in the comfort names, the ones he uses when he's just happy to be around you. You ever have a man greet you with a simple, affectionate version of your own name? Maybe he shortens it. Maybe he adds something playful to it. But it's his way of making even your regular name sound like love. And ladies, this isn't just about romance. It's about priority. A man who greets you with a special name is a man who wants you to feel important. He's not just acknowledging you, he's making you feel seen. Think about it. When a man greets his boys, it's casual. When he greets a coworker, it's professional. But when he greets you, there's something extra there. Maybe it's in the name he gives you. Maybe it's in the way he says it, but you can feel the difference. And let me tell you something. Some men are not great with words. Not every guy is going to hit you with poetic nicknames. But if he's crazy about you, he'll still find his own way to make his greeting special. Maybe it's not in what he calls you, but in how he says your name. Maybe it's in the way he draws it out a little longer. Maybe it's in the way he says it, like a statement instead of a question. Like he's not just greeting you, he's claiming you in that moment. And let's talk about consistency. Because ladies, a man who's crazy about you won't switch up. If he greets you with excitement today but acts distant tomorrow, that's a red flag. But a man who always greets you with warmth, a man who always makes you feel like he's genuinely happy to see you, that's the real deal. And listen, ladies, don't settle for a man who greets you like you're just anybody. If his greeting feels dry, obligatory, or like he's just going through the motions, that's not the one. A man who truly values you will make you feel special every time he sees you, even in the smallest way. And I know some of you are sitting there thinking, well, maybe my guy just isn't that expressive. But let me tell you something. When a man truly cares about you, he will find a way to show. Even the most reserved men, the ones who don't do a lot of sweet talk, will still greet you in a way that makes you feel important. Maybe he doesn't use pet names, but does his face light up when he sees you? Does his voice get a little softer when he says your name? Does he greet you like he's genuinely happy you're there? Because that's the real test, ladies. A man who is crazy about you will never greet you like an afterthought. He will never make you feel like just another person in the room. No, when a man is into you, his greeting will set the tone for how he sees you. So stop second guessing. Stop overanalyzing. Stop wondering where you stand. Just listen to how he greets you, because that greeting will tell you everything you need to know. When a man is crazy about you, he's not just going to greet you with words. Oh no, he's going to reach out, literally. See, a man who's really into you doesn't just say, hey, what's up, and keep his hands to himself. He wants to connect with you in some way, whether it's through a hug, a touch, or just standing close. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, not all men are touchy-feely, and that's true. Some men are naturally more reserved. But let me tell you something. When a man is truly crazy about you, his body will betray him before his brain even realizes it. His instinct will be to get close to you, to create that little bit of physical connection that tells you, I see you, I feel you, I want you close. Let's break it down. There are a few different ways a man might greet you physically, and each one tells you something about how he feels. First, there's the hug. Now, I'm not talking about those quick, one-arm, half-hearted hugs that feel like you're hugging a distant cousin at a family reunion. No. I'm talking about the real hugs. The ones where he pulls you in just a little bit tighter. The ones where he holds on for just a second longer than necessary. The ones where, when he lets go, you can still feel the warmth of his touch lingering on you. That's when you know. Because a man who's crazy about you, he's not rushing through that hug like it's a chore. He's savoring it even if it's just for a split second. Then there's the hand on your back. Oh, this one is subtle, but it's powerful. A man who's just being polite might shake your hand or give you a little nod. But a man who's into you, when he greets you, he might put his hand on the small of your back. Just for a moment, it's a protective, intimate gesture. It says, I want to be close to you, but I also want to take care of you. It's not about possession, it's about presence. And then there's the handhold or the playful grab. You ever have a man greet you by taking your hand, even if just for a second? Maybe he pulls you in for a little twirl. Maybe he playfully squeezes your fingers. Or maybe he just lingers there holding on to you like he doesn't want to let go. That's a man who's feeling something real. Because let's be honest, men don't just hold hands with any random woman. That kind of greeting means something. Now let's talk about proximity. Because sometimes it's not about touching at all. It's about how close he stands when he greets you. Have you ever noticed that when some people say hello, they keep a little distance? Maybe they stand a couple of feet away, keeping that personal space barrier up. That's a neutral greeting. That's a hey, how are you? With no deeper intention behind it. But when a man is crazy about you, he closes that gap. When he greets you, he leans in just a little closer. He makes sure there's less space between you than there would be with anyone else. That's not an accident. That's his subconscious telling him, I want to be near her. And let's not forget about eye contact. Because physical connection isn't just about hands and hugs. It's also about how he looks at you. A man who's crazy about you isn't just giving you a quick glance before moving on. When he greets you, his eyes are locked in. He's fully present in that moment. You ever have a man greet you, and when he looks at you, it feels like he's seeing into you, not just at you? That's because he's not distracted. He's not thinking of what's next. He's completely tuned in to you. And here's something else. When a man is crazy about you, he might get nervous in that first moment of greeting. Oh yes, even the most confident men sometimes fumble when they really like a woman. Maybe he goes in for a hug and hesitates. Maybe he reaches out to touch your arm but then pulls back. Maybe he's trying to play it cool, but you can tell he's overthinking every little movement. That's because you matter to him. A man who's just being friendly won't think twice about how he greets you. But a man who's crazy about you, he's going to feel that pressure. He's going to be aware of every little detail because he doesn't want to mess it up. And ladies, let's talk about consistency. Because a man who's really into you, he won't just greet you like this once. He won't just be affectionate one day and distant the next. If he truly likes you, that warmth, that physical connection, that closeness, it'll be there every time. Now, that doesn't mean he's always going to be all over you. Some days it might be a gentle touch on your shoulder. Some days it might be a deep, lingering hug. Some days it might just be that extra second of eye contact. But one thing's for sure, you will always feel it. And here's the most important part, you will never have to ask for it. A man who's crazy about you wants to be close to you. You won't have to wonder why he's acting distant. You won't have to hope he reaches out. You won't have to overanalyze his body language, because it will be obvious. And if you ever have to wonder, why doesn't he greet me like that anymore? Then baby, he's either getting too comfortable or he's losing interest. Because when a man really likes you, that energy does not fade, it might change form. Maybe the excitement of new love turns into the warmth of deep affection, but it never disappears. So ladies, next time you're wondering if a man is truly into you, don't focus on what he says. Watch what he does when he greets you. Does he touch you even in the smallest way? Does he pull you in close even if just for a second? Does he stand near you like he just can't help himself? Because if he does, you don't need to ask if he's crazy about you. You already have your answer. When a man is crazy about you, it's not just about what he says or how he touches you. It's about how he lights up when he sees you. A man who is truly into you will show it the moment you walk into the room. His face will tell you everything you need to know before he even opens his mouth. Now, some of you might be wondering, what do you mean by light up? I mean that when a man is really feeling you, his whole energy changes the second you step into his world. You ever see a man's eyes go from regular to shining in an instant? You ever notice that little flicker of excitement in his expression, like he just saw something he truly wanted? That's not a coincidence, ladies. That's pure emotion spilling out before he even has a chance to control it. See, men can try to play it cool all they want. They can tell themselves, all right, don't look too eager. Don't make it obvious. But the truth is, when a man is crazy about you, his body will betray him before his mind can stop it. His face will light up, his smile will spread, and his entire posture will change just from the sight of you. Let me tell you, this kind of reaction, it's not something that can be faked. You ever notice how some people smile just to be polite? Their mouth moves, but their eyes don't. That's a forced smile. That's not what we're talking about here. A man who is crazy about you will smile in a way that looks like it comes from his soul. Think about it like this. Have you ever watched a little kid see their favorite toy? Or a person see their favorite meal being brought to their table? That's genuine joy. That's excitement that they can't contain. And when a man truly likes you, that's exactly how he reacts. It's instant, it's uncontrollable, and it's real. And it's not just his face, it's his whole body language. Watch the way he reacts when you enter the room. A man who is into you will do one or more of the following things without even thinking about it. His posture straightens up. Even if he was slouching or relaxed before, the moment he sees you, he adjusts himself. He might not even realize he's doing it, but subconsciously his body is telling him, hey, she's here. look good, stand tall. He faces you directly. If he was turned away the moment he sees you, his body shifts toward you. This is because his attention is now locked on you. His hands might fidget. Some men get nervous when they see a woman they really like. So they might adjust their watch, fix their shirt, rub the back of their neck. Little things that show he's suddenly more aware of himself in your presence. He makes his way towards you. If you walk into a room and he's across the way, watch how he reacts. Does he start making his way toward you? Does he position himself so he can talk to you? That's a man who wants to be close to you. And ladies, let me tell you something very important. This reaction does not fade when a man is truly into you. I know some of you might be thinking, well, he used to greet me like that, but now he doesn't. Listen, if a man was crazy about you in the beginning, but now he barely looks up when you walk into the room, something's on. A man who really values you keeps that same energy over time. Now, of course, I'm not saying that after 5 years together, he's going to jump up and down like a puppy every time he sees you. But a man who truly loves and desires, you will always have a little extra light in his eyes when he sees you. And here's something else to look for, the double take. Oh, ladies, this one is a dead giveaway. You ever notice how some men look at you, look away, and then quickly look back like they just realized something? That's because their brain is catching up with their heart. That's because they just saw something they really like and had to process it. Let me put it like this. If you've ever walked into a room and a man does a quick scan of the place, but the moment he sees you, his gaze locks on, that's him registering that his priority just arrived. And ladies, let's not forget the unspoken joy. Sometimes a man who is crazy about you won't say a word. He'll just smile. You ever had a man look at you and his face just softens, like he's seeing his favorite person in the world? That's not something you can fake. That's pure admiration. Now let's talk about energy shifts. Because when a man is crazy about you, the entire energy of the interaction changes the moment you arrive. If he was deep in conversation before you got there, suddenly, he's less interested in whatever he was talking about. If he was distracted, suddenly, he's focused. If he was in a bad mood, suddenly, you see a hint of happiness come through. And this, ladies, is key, because a man's energy around you tells you everything you need to know. You ever walk into a room and a man who was all relaxed and laid back suddenly perks up? That's because your presence just did something to him. And if you really want to know how a man feels about you, pay attention to how he reacts when he sees you unexpectedly. If you run into him randomly, at the store, at a party, just out and about, how does he react? Does he look surprised but happy? Does he instantly make his way toward you? Does his face light up even though he wasn't expecting to see you? Because ladies, that right there is the truth. A man who only greets you warmly when he's prepared to see you might just be going through the motions. But a man who reacts with pure natural joy when he sees you, even when he wasn't expecting to, that's the real thing. And let me leave you with this. You should never have to guess how a man feels about you. If you have to ask if he's happy to see you, if you have to wonder whether he cares, then he's not the one. Because a man who is truly crazy about you, his face, his body, and his energy will make it crystal clear before he even says a single word.